Hey, what's going on, HIBBETT Sports? My name's Toby, and I'm our guru trainer here in Seattle, Washington. Today, I want to walk you guys through 4 different parts of our brand. First, a little bit about ourselves and some of our brand history and where we're going. Next up, we'll be fitting the runner and some fit analysis and probing questions to help better learn about the runner. The third will be about our new Stride Signature fitting ethos. And finally, we'll finish off with a little bit of product and what you guys are going to see coming into store and market. I wanted to thank you all for taking the time to watch this video today. I hope you guys all get something out of it, learn a lot, and I wanted to thank you for all the support and growth that we've had with you guys in 2015. Stay tuned. Thank you. What's going on, HIBBETT Sports? I'm down here in our Brooks retail flagship store named the Trailhead. The Trailhead's at the bottom of our global headquarters here in Seattle, Washington, and the store's just about 2 years old. We've been in this office since 2014, and this is a really cool spot for us here in the Fremont neighborhood. I hope one day you guys can come down and get a chance to check out the store for yourself. This store is all about celebrating our culture and our brand and the cool 102-year history that we have so far. Brooks has always been deeply rooted in footwear, and in fact, in the early 1900s, we were making women's shower slippers and sandals. From there, we really got into the world of cleats and sports. And in fact, in 1979, the Pittsburgh Pirates won the World Series, and they were a Brooks-sponsored team. Through the 80s and 90s, we continued with our focus on sports, with greats like Dominique Wilkins and Dan Marino both wearing our product at the time. But we had our foot in a lot of different sports, and we wanted to take a refocus and a step back. And so in 2001, we got a new CEO, Jim Weber, and he had a great vision for the future. And that future was with the run, and that we were deeply rooted in the run and that we were making great running products. So we decided to make a focus to only make premium running products from head to toe for the runner and focus on just that. And it's been a great journey ever since for us. So here at Brooks, we really love to celebrate the past, but we're totally focused on the future of the run. We're a running-only brand that makes premium product from head to toe. And what that really means from head to toe is we do women's sports bras by Moving Comfort. We do a great apparel line that makes tops, bottoms, shirts, anything you can name, as well as accessories like socks and hats. But one thing that we do different and better than anybody else is our footwear. And we have a new way of categorizing our whole footwear lineup into 4 unique, distinct category buckets that I'm going to dive into later. Another thing that I really love and that I'm passionate about here at Brooks is our culture. We have an amazing culture here in Seattle and with our guru force out in the field. We always take our product and our service super seriously, but we're not out here to take ourselves too seriously. So now that you all know a little bit more about Brooks Running, I want to talk to you guys about why we're relevant to you and to your customer, and also give you guys some great strategies and tips to help fitting the running customer, probably one of the most discerning customers that you guys have walking in your doors, and getting them fit into the right pair of shoes that's best for them. Stay tuned. So now that you guys are a little bit more familiar with the Brooks brand, we want to talk to you guys about getting your runners into the right pair of shoes. And that comes from asking them the right questions, but also using this great fit card, a great fit tool, to help them find the right amount of support for their feet. Each and every runner's feet and stride are very unique and individual to their own. What this card does is help make a complicated process really simple by finding out if the runner needs a cushioned, soft, neutral shoe or something with more support, a stability shoe option. And this card is super easy to use. It's about a 30-second process, and it's going to help your runners get into the right shoe. And Hannah here is going to talk through the 4 different steps into getting the runner into the right shoe.
All right, so next we're going to take a look at Toby's feet. So we've already had him take off his shoes and we've had him roll up his pant legs. Now we're going to use the fit card to determine what shoe is going to fit his foot best. So first we're going to position the card on the outside edge of the ankle. He's going to stand about hip width apart. Again, we're going to take that mental note as to how much space is between the card and the ankle as Toby's standing. We'll look at both sides to see if one foot is telling you a little different story than the other, if there's a little more space on one side than the other. Both ankles look pretty similar in regards to how much space is between the card and the ankle. Now we want to see what happens when he applies a little more force into the ground as he squats down. So we see that there is a little bit of a space increase on the right side as he goes to squat down, or excuse me, left side. And then we're going to go ahead and have him squat down on the right side. And again, we see that there is, again, a little bit more of a space increase on the right side as Toby squats down. So that's going to tell us that Toby may fit best in a support shoe, something that's going to help to keep his foot and knee in better alignment as he applies a little bit more force into the ground.
Hey everyone, I'm down here at our Brooks Research and Development Footwear Lab, and I wanted to talk to you more about what Stride Signature means to both you and the customer. Stride Signature is a new design philosophy and footwear philosophy that matches both science and biomechanics with the ultimate running experience. For the past half decade, we've been working hard to decode comfort and reduce injuries with runners. What we found that is the body is naturally trying to keep two balance points in check while running. And those 2 points are both the knee and the head. And if we can keep the knee stable while running, we can both reduce injuries and keep runners healthy and happy and injury-free. So we're moving and looking at the entire kinetic chain, and that's huge for the runner. We're no longer just looking at the foot and the motion of the foot. We've moved up the kinetic chain to include the knee. From that, we've thought about the way we design footwear. And that's so important to a brand like us, that we're always on the forefront of both technology and comfort for the runner. And because of this, we've come up with the philosophy that runners are after 4 distinct different types of experiences. And we've thought about that through 4 different footwear category buckets. To their foot. This is a really great way to design footwear because we're including everybody in our ethos. We still believe that we have the perfect ride for every stride, and ultimately we want people to live the way they run and to run happy.
So first, I'm going to talk to you about the shoe that you carry in the Connect Me category. This is the women's Pure Flow 5. It's a neutral option. It's for the runner that wants that shoe that's going to allow them to connect to the ground. In this shoe, they're going to be able to feel every pebble, every rock, every stone. It has great flex to it, and it's a very lightweight option. So the customer that's looking for this shoe may be someone who's looking for a very lightweight option, someone who is looking to run in something similar to the Nike Free, or someone who's looking for a great cross trainer as well. Okay, so next I'm going to talk to you about a couple of shoes that fall within the Energize Me category. We have the Launch 3, which is your neutral option, and we have the Ravenna 7, which is your support option. Both shoes provide a very bouncy, springy ride. It's just one has more support than the other. So the Launch 3 is your neutral option. It's got a lot of flex to it. It has a very bouncy, responsive feel to it. It's a great looking shoe, and it's a $100 price point. So that's a great call out when talking to customers about it. And then we have the Ravenna 7, which is a $120 price point. So again, not bad for a technical running shoe. It has a little bit more support compared to the Launch, but it still has that very bouncy, springy ride to it. And this is a great all-around shoe, great for any age customer, just somebody who's looking for something that's maybe a little bit lighter and a little bit more bouncy compared to something that's in the Cushion Me category.
Here in my hands is the Adrenaline GTS 16, our #1 best-selling footwear style, not only in your doors, but all across the nation. This is a shoe I'm really personally proud of, and it's actually my personal favorite as well. This shoe is great for somebody looking for a soft, balanced, and supportive ride on their run. We create a soft and balanced ride by having this triple density midsole. This is called the PDRB, and what it ultimately creates is a very smooth transition from the heel to the forefoot. Another way we create a smooth transition is through our segmented crash pad that is all dissected all the way from the heel to the forefoot, just like a piano key on a piano. Next is the upper. The upper has extremely minimal stitches and overlays, so it's just gonna fit super well on a lot of different feet. This is great for people with low arches to mid arches and people that crave that support, but again, want a soft and balanced ride getting there. If I was to compare this to other footwear models you had in store, this is one I would probably bring out with the Asics Kayano. These are both great options for that runner who's getting out there for their first 5K or a seasoned veteran of the marathon. So here in my hands, I have the Brooks Ghost 8. The Brooks Ghost just got Runner's World Magazine Editor's Choice Best Update. This is something we're really proud of. The Ghost is our #1 best-selling neutral shoe that we have out there, and think of it as a brother-sister relationship to the Adrenaline, in that it's for runners that are looking for a soft and balanced ride. One great thing about the Ghost and how it gains that soft balanced ride is through its segmented crash pad from the heel all the way through to the forefoot. Another great thing and feature about the Ghost is that it has an engineered mesh upper. So this mesh upper creates a seamless type of transition on the foot, but also makes it nice and airy. So again, creating ultimate comfort for the runner. The Ghost has a Biomogo DNA blended midsole throughout, so no matter where you're landing, if it's heel, forefoot, you're gonna get constant, responsive, good feeling, and protective cushioning under the foot. Here we have the Brooks Transcend 3. The Transcend 3 is our North Star of our cushion line. It's incredibly soft and super, super protective around the foot. This is a great experience for a runner who needs support and likes a ton of cushion under their foot. It gets its support a little bit differently than some of our other shoes in our line, like the Adrenaline. It gets its support actually through guide rails here that go around the lateral and medial sides of the shoe. What the guide rails do is help keep the foot nice and stable from heel to forefoot. You can think about these guide rails the same way you would if you've ever been to a bowling alley and put the bumpers up on the sides. It's going to keep that foot nice and stable all the way from transition of heel to forefoot. So through Super DNA and guide rails, we get a really nice feeling shoe, but on the upper, it actually has 3 different layers of mesh to create a booty-like experience on the foot that's unbelievably comfortable. This is definitely a premium experience for the runner at $170, but it, again, has all of our most premium and carefully thought out design technologies built into the shoe. So here I have the Brooks Glycerin 13. It's our most premium cushion category shoe that we make, and it's for the neutral runner. The shoe is offered at $150, and it's such a premium feel on the foot because it has all these great different technologies packed into it that ultimately is going to create a feeling of ultimate comfort for the runner and total protection for the foot. This is great for someone standing on their feet all day long in a retail space or getting out there and pounding a lot of miles on the pavement. You can't go wrong with this shoe in terms of fit and feel either. The shoe is so soft through its Super DNA midsole. The Super DNA midsole is 25% more cushion than our standard DNA foam. Next up is the upper. The upper is made on a 3D fit printer, so if you put your hand in the shoe, you'll feel just how buttery soft it really is. I'd recommend that selling technique when I'm working with runners because it really shows off some of that premium technology that we put into this shoe.